wisdom. So, give me just a minute, Courtney. In the last several months, we've experienced Mother Nature's fury. Houses have been flooded. People without power for days. Trees and power lines knocked down. Millions of dollars in damages. Dan, is a stop up north where this gas station was completely gone. Just gone. And the tornado went through. Menasha, right? Okay. The one thing we need to make sure we have is a solid foundation. So when those storms come through, we won't be destroyed. We need to make sure that our foundation can keep up with the stresses of life and balance us. The quality of our foundation determines the quality of our whole life. Without that foundation, our lives crumble. When something comes along, the world falls apart. It can be something simple, but we don't know how to handle it, and we just think the world's going to end. But prayerfully, with a solid foundation, we'll be able to make it through. When all is gone, we can see that the only thing we really need is God. I sat in the office this week, Friday, for hours, listening to a couple, going through some issues. First, it was just her in there, bawling. Then it was both of them in there, bawling. Then she called me, bawling. I'm like, would you stop? Drink some water or something. You're going to run out of moisture. Just keep crying like this. Just boxes of tissues. But I'm like, you have a solid foundation. You've been married for 25 years. You have the foundation. You need to work on this one day at a time. We can't make plans in advance because that's going to fall apart. That was me this morning. I'm leaving as soon as we're done with church for Missouri, and I wanted to make sure everything was ready, and Dan put all my stuff in the other vehicle. He meant well. He tried. Wrong vehicle. I was so ticked off. Threw up my whole routine, so they went, what do I do now? But my foundation is solid. Even if I went to Missouri right now with no clothes, I got clothes down there. We have a house. Everything we need is down there. We need to pay for gas and get there. That's it. And get back. End of story. But I was all worked up because my cooler wasn't here when I needed it. I lost my focus. So we're going to start reading verses 1 through 4 because it describes us so well. There is a mine for silver and a place where gold is refined. Iron is taken from the earth and copper is smelted from ore. Mortals put an end to the darkness. They search out the farthest recesses for ore in the blackest of darkness. Far from human dwellings, they cast a shaft in places untouched by human feet. Far from other people, they dangle and sway. People take great pride and perseverance in digging for precious metals and gold, jewels. Things are not that important. And they will spend every dollar they have on lottery tickets, hoping to win big. They waste their lifetimes searching for this treasure they're never going to find. Never. When I started at Woodman's a very, very long time ago, the rule was if you can stay here for 30 years, you'll retire very well off. And that's an honest statement. But we had to work 6 days a week, sometimes 7 days a week. We had to put in so much time to retire that well off. Now, everybody in my group that I retired with is broken down like me. I have one friend who can't bend down. I love to watch her get stuff out of the fridge because she does it like this. And reaches forward because she can't bend. She cannot bend at all. Our feet are shot. Our legs are shot because we were chasing after that giant treasure. Now I don't think it's worth it. But that's what we do in our lifetimes. We find that treasure that we think we want that's going to make us happy, and we chase after it and chase after it and spend every ounce of our energy when we should be staying focused on God. Now in Ecclesiastes, chapter 5, verse 10, it says, whoever loves money never has enough. Whoever loves wealth is never satisfied with their income. This too is meaningless. The love of money can never be satisfied, period. period. And people say, if I just had enough money, everything would be okay. No. When you have enough money, you pay more taxes on it. Don't laugh, I'm serious. When people go, oh, it's tax time, I'm getting money back in my taxes, like, we have to write a check. Again, I hate writing checks to the government, but it's not going to make us happy. We chase after it. We think it's going to be the thing we need, and it's not. It never makes us happy, but we always look for more. And then we compare ourselves to somebody else who has more, or we think they have more. Or we talk about, if I just could do this. When my friend lost her husband, Good Friday is when she lost him. I went down Sunday after church and met with her, stayed with her. Her son went out in the garage and said, I'm going to check the safe in the garage, Mom. Came back with a picture album and said, do you know how much cash is in the garage? He had $90,000 in cash in the garage. He had gold and silver in the garage, baseball cards and some other collectibles. The safe wood was piled in front of it so nobody knew it was there. She's not sure if she can retire. He left her $500,000. She's not sure. She can retire. She's afraid to. But it's not going to be enough. And she keeps saying, it's not going to be enough. What do I do? It's enough. You know, you own your house. It's enough. She owns a farm. Correct. Sorry about that. But we keep thinking we need more, more, more. And then we meet the people who have nothing or very little and treasure everything that they have. And then we feel spoiled again. We, meaning me. Spoiled. When our lovely ladies are here helping, and they only have 10 changes of clothes. Is that right? 10 outfits? Okay, about that. We'll say about 10 outfits. That's all they have. Ladies, how many pairs of shoes do we have? Someone's calling out his wife back there. How many pairs of shoes we have? I got 3 in the office. You know, I got shoes in my car or my truck. We have way too much stuff. All right, let's keep going. Verses 5 through 11. The earth from which food comes is transformed below as by fire.